Hey guys, welcome to JazzedTutorials. This is a back to basics tutorial, or I'm attempting to make it a simple tutorial. Let's put it that way. Hopefully it is simple enough for you guys to understand. It shouldn't be too difficult. It's just explanation of how to use a certain blend mode and all that good stuff. I'll get into that momentarily. So I've opened a photo here, as you know, and my photo is very bright. It's got a white background, so my outcome may look slightly different than yours. This will depend upon the brightness and the contrast of your photo. If your photo is darker than mine, you'll get a different outcome. If it's brighter than mine, you'll get a different outcome that way. So let me explain to you guys what we're doing. So in Photoshop, we have 4 blend modes that are most likely not usually used, or at least I don't use them as often as I want to, and it's because they're hard to work with. Difference, exclusion, subtract, and divide. Those 4 right there are usually the hardest to work with because they don't really do much, or at least I don't think they do much in my opinion. You may think otherwise. But when using these 4, you have to use very dark colors to really get a nice, effect on your photo. Otherwise, it looks all choppy and it looks all inverted and all that really weird stuff. So I'm going to work with these, or at least 2 of these anyway. I'm going to work with exclusion and difference today, or yeah, any of those 2. And I will show you how it looks and what will come out of it. Basically, it's going to give you a vintage/retro effect to your photo when using that type of effect, and I'll show you now. So open your photo that you want to use, or you're going to use the effect on. And to really work with this, I'm going to use a gradient map for this, just because it's easy. You could use a gradient tool, you could use brushes or whatever, but just for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to show you using a gradient map so you know how it looks. So I've duplicated my background image just because if I make a mistake somewhere along the line, not that I'm going to, but if I did, I want to be able to retrace my steps and go back and fix it. That's just why I always do that, but you don't have to, it's just optional. So I have a gradient map selected here. And now, as you'll notice, I have chosen very dark blue and a very dark red. This red is almost pitch black, basically. It's just about as black as you could probably get from red. So it's right down here. So select a very dark color like such. You don't have to do the red if you don't want to. I'm just showing you for this purpose. But when you're selecting your colors, make sure it's very dark. Almost black, basically. Just about. Alright, and then on your second color, choose, again, a very darkish color. Almost black, but not really, like middle-ish black to whatever the color is you're choosing. Alright, click OK. I'm only using 2 hues for this. If you were to choose 3, obviously you would choose a third that's just as dark as the other 2. The outcome might look slightly different than mine, obviously. Alright, so once you've done that, you're going to then go over here, and you're going to select either subtract or exclusion. Exclusion will give you this effect right here. That's a very vintage effect there. If you're going to choose difference, you'll obviously get that image. And the reason why I don't like difference is because some of it here is a little like posturized, and I don't really like that. So reason why I went with subtract for this is because it's fully all retro looking and really nice. Now, divide is a very hard one to work with. I always find it hard to work with. It's very bright. It's basically the opposite of what we're doing, sort of. So, like, if we go over here to our gradient map again, oops, don't want to do that. Clicking over here, we would then have to choose different colors that would suit this. So probably a really, like, light, bright color, and you get the drift. It's basically the opposite of what we're doing. So we want to keep it at more of a vintage look, so I'm going to go and choose subtract. I like subtract. It gives me a nice vintage look, and that is to my ability. I like that the most. So that's how you would use the exclusion, subtract, and difference blend mode. That's the effect that it gives you. Now, you can go further in this and add more effects to this if you'd like. For me, I'm going to add a vignette, and if those of you who don't know what a vignette is, basically it's either adding a black or a white frosted like outline to your image. Apparently the white vignette is a different name. I'm not sure why, what the difference is. It's just the color is different. It's the same way than a black, but apparently vignette is usually a black color. So for me, I'm going to go the easy way out and do a vignette with I'm going to go black. Oop, that's white. Okay, we're going to go black right there. Grab a soft round eraser brush of large size. I'm using 960 pixels because my image is quite large, but again, use a brush size that suits your photo. And I'm just going to erase what I don't want to have showing. And I kind of like that, so I'm going to leave it right there. And that is my vintage looking photo effect right there. That is how you would use the exclusion, subtract, and difference blend modes. I hope that was a little helpful to you guys. I hope it wasn't. I'm sorry. I know we've made vintage effects in the past, so this might be a little reiteration of that, and I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to at least show you how to use the exclusion and all that good stuff there. And this is basically what it gives you. Basically, it gives you a vintage looking photo. So if this was at all helpful, hit the like button. I love likers. If you enjoyed this and want to see more awesome stuff from me, hit the subscribe button. I try to post at least twice a week, or at least once. Every Saturday/Sunday, I do post at least one video, but I do try to get a video out on Wednesdays, which is a back to basics video. So please hit the like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or whatever you want. I'm here to help you. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you later. Bye.